I've brought out the regulating rack, and the last action that was done on this was a little bit wider, not surprising. So I'm going to just move the leg in so that it's touching on both sides. My job now is to choose templates from a set of 30 that match the widths of the sections that we're going to regulate with. And I'll flip these off and put those on, and we'll set it up to the arbitrary hammer line that's there, and then put a stop at that height. Then we're going to lift it up 1 3/4 inches and then fine tune whatever that arbitrary place is to our strike samples and make it an accurate profile of strike for the whole action. Then we can go down to hammer blow, up to strike, down to let off and drop, and we do that with thickness gauges. I might well show you this process as I go. These thumb nuts spin off very, very readily. And they're anchored to studs that can slide from side to side. Okay, so this just barely fits, not really enough, but is actually going to be good for the tenor section. These are all too big for those treble sections and too short for the bass. So I just take, I would say, you know, that one's got enough extra. So we'll just choose that one. Okay, I choose this for here, and rather than go shorter, I'm going to go one longer for the outer one, because they're both virtually the same width. And then if you put them like this, you want, you know, a little space between them, and you can see that it will work. Then we just install them roughly. Why don't I give you a different view so you can see what I'm doing? That's better. Okay, now what I'm going to do is we'll see if this height, which is just what was there before, will work. And what we need is enough space. And we're not going to know for sure, but we can always change the lower stop. We're not going to know for sure until we've done our strike samples. Okay, move up to the top. This is far more accurate than a number translated from a string height gauge. And, you know, maybe it's a finer tolerance than we absolutely need, but a problem that we face in regulating is accumulated error. And the more dependable each increment of our setup is, the less vulnerable we are to that. So there we have it. We're all set up on the bench to regulate accurately. Now, as a matter of good policy, I can draw a line on the keyframe and a line on my shim and a line so that these can be recreated. Just to show what I did, where you can actually see it. Line there, line there, line there. We'll put the punchings exactly back where they were. And please like, subscribe, or follow the link in the notes to my website.